And we are back. A little special video where I'm going to be predicting where the top 15 free agents go. Plain and simple. I'm doing 15. I've considered 20, but I feel like that would be too long of a video for what I'm trying to produce. So 15. Starting out at 15, we have Draymond Jones, 26-year-old D tackle for the Denver Broncos. As you can see, he was top 20 in pressures last year, according to PFF, and then was tied for 5th before getting injured in Week 14 this year. With that logic, I think he's going to stay with the Broncos. I don't think the Broncos are going to let someone who seems this talented go hit the market without at least putting up a fight, whether it's an extension or a franchise tag. I think he's going to return regardless, and I think it's going to be for a 3-year deal. At number 14, we have Daniel Jones, who is age 26 quarterback on the Giants. Jones had a great year under Brian Daboll, who made Josh Allen, and seems like he's starting to have effect on Daniel Jones. The big issue is $40 million a year or whatever he asked for. It's could happen, but if I'm the Giants, I'm not paying $40 million a year for an unproven quarterback just because he had one good year compared to some statistically bad years outside of his rookie season. Not worth $40 million. I think both sides will compromise, and I think he's going to net himself a nice 4-year extension. And note, if he doesn't sign with the Giants, which I feel like is a solid possibility, I'm going to say a 1-year deal with the Panthers. 13, we have Mike McGlinchey. I'm going to keep this one plain and simple. He's signing back with the 49ers. Tackle, 28 years old. I think he's going to get a nice 2-year deal with the 49ers. I don't think the 49ers are going to let someone go when they're in the all-in position. Don't matter who the quarterback is, you've seen how good your team is. You made it to the championship game with your third-string quarterback. That shows how good your team is. You're going to stay all in. You're going to keep who you have no matter what it takes. Number 12, we have Odell Beckham Jr. He's a free agent. Didn't sign anywhere last year. Played with the Rams the year before. Won the Super Bowl. Got injured with an ACL. Yeah. He's going to be arguably the hottest receiver on the market in my personal opinion. And I think he's going to net himself a nice 1-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Number 11, we have Jesse Bates, safety for the Bengals, age 26. I think his time in Cincinnati is over. He had a very lackluster year, played on the franchise tag, didn't go very well compared to years prior. And because of that, and the Bengals drafting Dax Hill in the first round, I think they're going to go, both sides are going to go their separate ways, and I think Jesse Bates probably going to want to go to a contender. I mean, with how the Bengals have done the past 2 years, and I think he is going to net himself a kind of solid, I don't know, probably less than what he wanted, but a nice 3-year deal. I'm going to say with the... I have no idea. I'm going to be honest. Just kind of trying to think of players he could go. We're going to say Bills. With the Bills potentially losing their safeties, I think he's going to head to the Bills. 10, we have Daron Payne, Commanders, defensive tackle, age 26. Going to keep it plain simple. He's going to either get franchise tagged, or I think he's going to get a nice, we'll say 4-year deal. Not going to over-compromise or complicate it. Franchise tag or 4-year deal. I think the franchise tag is way more likely. I think no matter what, he's staying in Washington, though. Number 9, we have Saquon Barkley, 26-year-old running back on the Giants. Once again, going to keep it plain simple. He's staying with the Giants. I think it's going to be a 2-year deal. And yeah, I think he's either going to get franchise tagged or he's going to get a 2-year deal. Number 8, we have James Bradbury, cornerback, age 30 for the Eagles. This is an interesting one. I don't think he's going to re-sign with Philly. So, interested to see what happens. Sorry, my family entered the room and it just got so awkward. This is probably my fourth time recording this. Because the first time, but I don't remember. Second time, freaking stuff happened. Third time, stuff happened, and now we're here. But yeah, you know what? With Bradbury, I think he just wants to be a starter. I think he's going to get a 1-year deal with the Houston Texans, we're going to say. He just wants to be a starter. Next, we have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, safety on the Eagles. I'm going to keep it plain and simple. He's getting either franchise tagged or signing, in my opinion, a 5-year deal with the Eagles. The Eagles aren't going to let him walk. He's going to get a nice 5-year deal with the Eagles or franchise tag. I think 5-year deal is more likely. So, yeah. Tom Brady, next. Since Tom Brady's there, we're not going to talk about him. We'll do Juju Smith-Schuster, wide receiver, age 26 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Since I want to have 15, I'm not going to count the man who's already retired. I can tell this list is kind of outdated already then. I'm going to keep it plain and simple. He's going to get another 1-year deal with the Chiefs. Okay, that brings us to Orlando Brown, 27-year-old offensive tackle on the Chiefs. Here's the issue with Orlando Brown. We know where he stands. It doesn't seem like he's much of a competitor. Like, he doesn't care about rings. He cares about money. Which, in my opinion, go get that money. And I think coming off of a Super Bowl, I think he is more than likely going to get franchise tag. I don't think the Chiefs are going to have enough money for him to stay, so he's going to get a 1-year franchise tag with the Chiefs. Number 4, we have Javon Hargrave, defensive tackle for the Phillies, age 30. Once again, going to keep this one plain and simple. I think he's going to sign for a 1-year deal with the Eagles. I think he's going to stay. Number 3, we have Geno Smith, age 32, quarterback for the Seahawks. After having his Pro Bowl season, he did him right back. I think, personally, he might be one of the hottest quarterbacks on the market. I don't think it's going to matter, though. I think he is staying in Seattle. Number 2, we have Roquan Smith for the Ravens, age 26, linebacker. I'm going to keep this one simple. Number 2 and number 1, they're both staying. They're both getting, I'm going to say Lamar Jackson gets a 6-year deal. Roquan Smith, 5-year deal. Some other people I'm going to talk about, since they weren't on the list. Jimmy Garoppolo, a pretty solid quarterback. I think he personally is going to head to the Jets on a 2-year deal. Next, we have Derek Carr. I think he is going to head to the Panthers if Daniel Jones doesn't go there. And if Daniel Jones does go there, I think so. Derek Carr, I think, is going to have a 3-year deal with the Panthers. If Daniel Jones does go to the Panthers, I think Derek Carr is going to go on a 1-year deal with the Falcons. I don't think he wants to be on the Falcons, so I'm just going to say that. Carson Wentz just recently got released. I'd like to talk about him. I think he is done. I think he's honestly going to sign a 1-year deal with the Texans to be the backup, with Davis Mills being a potential trade target for a team with a potentially struggling quarterback. They're going to get Carson Wentz, a solid quarterback. We already know what he can do. He's going to be the backup to whoever the Texans draft, I think, no matter what they're drafting a quarterback, and they're going to move on from Davis Mills, give a team who's maybe looking at a quarterback controversy. Next, we have Baker Mayfield, and this one just makes sense. I think, just like the Texans, we're going to get, except Baker, I think, is going to get a 1-year kind of prove-it deal-ish, where he's going to have to battle with Matt Ryan and Sam Ehlinger for the starting job there. Taylor Heineke, I think he's going to get a 1-year extension with the Commanders to give him Sam Howell and any quarterback they do happen to bring in through the draft or free agency. And finally, the final player I am going to be talking about is no other than Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, I know. I hyped it up for no reason. Sam Darnold, I forgot about him actually. He's going to stay with the Panthers for a 1-year deal. It's kind of a weird one to say that. Oh, and Mitch Trubisky, I think, actually he's still under contract. Never mind. Teddy Bridgewater, I think we already know what he is. He seems to kind of go to areas where there is a struggling starter, and he knows he's not going to initially be the starter, but he somehow always finds a way to become the starter. And with that knowledge, I personally think his best interest would be heading to New Orleans. I don't believe I have anyone going to New Orleans. I think Teddy Bridgewater is going to try and reunite over there and get things going like he did the first 6 weeks when Jameis Winston was injured. Oh, that reminds me, actually, never mind, because I think they're going to bring back... I think Jameis Winston still has another year on his contract, and if not, I still think he stays with the Saints. And I think Andy Dalton also signed a 1-year deal with the Saints. I know he's a free agent. So Teddy Bridgewater, in that scenario, actually, I completely forgot about those two guys. I think he is going to... he's going to stay with Miami. He could tell by how much Tua got injured that he might have a chance because Tua might get injured again. So we're going to say that. And with that being said, I may have missed some very obvious guys. I may not have. I hope you enjoyed. I did. I'll see you next time. Sorry about this wonky list with Tom Brady on it for some reason. Now, see you guys next time with Bears franchise. Tomorrow for you guys, but for me, Friday. And yeah, goodbye.